right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your man, Ryan Herrera!
Yeah, what up, hey Bolstad? How we doing tonight? Fantastic, you made it, you're here. You're here at Sam's Burger Joint Music Hall, one of the most iconic venues here in San Antonio. So give it up for yourselves one more time for coming out. Oh, my poor man over here in the sling, he's still trying though. I appreciate you making the effort, big dog. I tell you what, dude, I've done a lot of shows and it's hard to get people to class sometimes. So the fact that you're injured and you're still making an effort, I really appreciate you, dude. I really appreciate you. Well, let me ask you, who is here at Hey Bolstad for the very first time tonight? All right, nice. Well, welcome. Well, you came to a very good show. This is our 10th episode. We got the first 9 already on YouTube, so exciting times, all right? Just in case you didn't know, we're also going to be handing out some prizes today, and just statistically looking around, pretty sure all of you are going to win something, all right? So that's good for you, but thank you again for coming out. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Tuesday, so we really appreciate you spending your Tuesday evening with us, all right? Heck yeah. We got a lineup full of comics. There are 5 comics that we have hand-selected that have been on previous episodes that we really enjoyed. We thought they had great sets. They've maybe been on a couple of times, so we invited them back for this episode. They're doing a little bit of a longer set tonight, and then we're also going to have some interviews, so we're in for a real treat. I want to start off by introducing the band. So first of all, we got my man Armin over here. What up? And then for those of y'all that are familiar with it, we're missing 2 of our band members right now because they're currently doing some community service. So, no, I'm just kidding. No, they're good people. They're good people. So we got a couple people filling in. We give it for my man, Vic. Yep. All right, give it up for my man, Vic. And then one more time, it's not for Brandon. And give it up for my man, Brandon on the drum. Boom, coming in hot. Doing these shows, it's a lot of fun, because I get to work with, these people a lot. And then my man Foxy over here, I gotta say, he's the coolest Filipino guy I know, so he's pretty dope.
I think he's the only one you know.
Well, he's at least the only one I talk to, that's for sure. That's for sure. And then we also got my man Armin over here in the back.
Which, I gotta admit, Armin's got a very complicated last name. Every time I'm like tagging him in something on Facebook and I start reading his last name, I just give up like 3 letters in. I'm like, forget it. Forget it. Are you Armenian, Armin?
That's the Armenian last name.
That's the Armenian last name. I love you, Armin, but I feel like you had some pretty lazy parents because they're like, oh, he's Armenian. What are we gonna name him? Armin. Nice. I love it. Well, my name is Ryan Herrera, and like they said, I'm going to be filling in as your host for the evening. Our man Chris Bolstad is out on some personal business he's got to take care of, and I'm one of the executive producers on the show. I'm also a comedian, so he asked me to fill in. So it's a real honor for me to come host the show, especially with a lot of my friends here on the lineup. And then we also got my man Matt in the back. He is our director, producer, the guy behind the camera. Give it up for Matt. He's one of the people that helps this show. I mean, he's really the one that like puts it all together. So Matt does a lot of work. And I remember whenever I first started working with Matt, we didn't know each other well, right? And we did the first show. And it's interesting meeting new people because you're trying to still develop a relationship. And the first show went well. And so I tried to text him to congratulate him. And I texted him, I was like, hey, thanks for all your hard work on the show. But then I got hit with that autocorrect and it goes, hey, thanks for all your hard work in the shower. So, not exactly the text I meant to send, right? But I was happy that he responded with a little winky face emoji. And I was like, man, this is gonna go from a new friend to a good friend real quick. So yeah, I wanna give a shout out to my man Matt over here. I see we got some, looks like some couples in the audience. Who are the couples at? All right, we got some right here, got some in the back, very nice. And y'all are couples as well? All right, but he can't hold hands because his arm's messed up. Yeah, I've been with my girlfriend for a long time, and a lot of... Oh, all right. What up? Cool. And, we've been together for a long time, right? And a lot of people ask us, when are y'all gonna make it official? When are y'all gonna take that next step, right? So we talked about it, and oh man, that's not good for you, buddy. That's your girlfriend. I was like, when are y'all gonna make it official? She's like, not now, that's for sure. That's for sure. And so we talked about it, and we're like, you know what? Let's do it. So we got ourselves a Costco membership. Heck yeah. I mean, that's a sign of a true relationship for sure. I mean, are y'all Sam's people, Costco people? Neither? Okay, I'm sorry, but that relationship might not last, actually. What's that? Oh, you are Sam's Club. All right, well then you're holding on strong. You're on the right path. Good for you, buddy. Very good, very good. Oh man. You know, I've been doing this comedy stuff for a while, guys. Before I get out of here, just, leave you on this. And I love traveling around, going to different places, performing in different areas. And I actually just got back from performing in the Middle East. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did a show over in the medical center. Yeah, not exactly the Middle East you were thinking about, right? Heck yeah. For anyone that didn't get that joke, let's just say there are a lot of brown dudes in sandals out in the medical center, all right? And also some pretty good Chinese food. Oh, there we go. All right. He's Armenian, so he can do that, all right? If I were to do that, it might be a little bit racist. I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, let me ask y'all ready for a good show tonight? Heck yeah, heck yeah. Well, like I said, my name is Ryan Herrera. I'm gonna be chilling over here. And for this show, not only are we gonna be having some comedians do their sets, but we've also got a couple of special sketches that are planned just to kind of mix things up, have a little bit of fun. But to kick us off, we have a very funny comedian, a good buddy of mine. Now, this guy also produces shows over at the Woodlawn Comedy Club, but he's taken some time off to be with us here tonight. He's one of the people that has helped us start this show and help it keep it going. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get your hands together. Let's get that energy up for the very funny, and that means put those hands together, guys. It means you gotta start clapping, all right? Keep it going from my man, Mr. Mike Dannelly.
What's up, Sam's Burger Joint? How's everybody doing tonight? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all here to party. Who's eating burgers tonight? Nobody's excited about it, but there's a couple people eating them. All right. What's a good burger? That's a real good burger. So just recently I had, my kids came to me and they said, Dad, we're not doing very good in school. So I was like, well, I can help. I can definitely help you guys read school. So I did what any good, respectable father does. I went and sat down with the teacher. And I flirted with her. So I got to fulfill a fantasy recently that I've always looked forward to. I actually had sex with my kid's teacher. Yeah. They still failed, y'all. Yeah, I gave her the D, and she gave my kids an F. Worst part is, we homeschool our kids, so I think Amber Alerts are an amazing tool. I really do. But do you think it'd be possible if these kids could get stolen in the middle of the afternoon? Right? Like, it's never a good time, right? It's usually when you're dead asleep, right? You're sleeping super hard. You're drooling on your pillow, right? You're about to make out with your 9th grade algebra teacher. Her name was Wendy Zucker, in case anybody's wondering. So you're about to make out with Wendy Zucker, right? And you get jolted. You get jolted out of sleep. And it's never close, right? It's like, I love kids, y'all. I'll go save kids. If it's in my cul-de-sac, right? I'm coming out, I'm guns blazing, I'm saving kids. Right, but it's never close. It's always like El Paso. Let me tell you guys something. I'm not going to El Paso at 3:30 in the morning for my own kids. If I got that news, I'd be like, listen, honey, it's terrible news. I think we should sleep in a little bit. Maybe we get a late start. We can stop at Buc-ee's. We get beaver nuggets. The truth is, the kids are gone, honey. It's terrible. It's funny. I tell that joke all the time, and Wendy Zucker is actually is the name of my 9th grade algebra teacher, right? And she was She was 24 and I was 14. And to tell you how warped a 14-year-old boy's mind is, I thought I had a chance with a 24-year-old woman. Like, this lady's not like a bar, she's not like struggling in life. She's got a legitimate job, she's got a 401k, she's got insurance, and I can't do pre-algebra, y'all. And I thought I had a chance. So I tell this joke all the time because now I think, man, I'm almost 50, right? I'm newly single, right? She's now just barely almost 60, right? I'm thinking, hey, it's not such a big difference anymore. You know, I made a little money in my life, you know what I'm saying? I've walked a 5K before. I don't have a 401k, but I've walked a 5K before. So, but I guess my dream is that this joke gets so popular, and like we do this show on YouTube, maybe it gets out there. Maybe Wendy shows up someday and she's like, confesses her love, like she was like, you're a hot 14-year-old, you know?
Baby.
They didn't do things that way back then, but you know.
Hello? Baby? Is that you?
Who?
Babe?
Hello?
Hey, it's me, Wendy.
Wendy?
Hi.
Wendy's here, y'all.
I'm here.
She's got a microphone, y'all. Oh my God. Wendy, where have you been?
Well, I mean, Des Moines, but no one cares. Anyways,
Do what?
I'm here for you.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I cannot believe this. You look
I cracked
amazing.
These hips just for you.
You got
Mike.
so dressed up.
I know.
You've been single all these years? You just waited for me?
No, they all died, but I'm here.
All your husbands died before this?
Yes, but that doesn't matter.
How many of them?
5.
Oh God. And they all died?
Maybe.
Oh. Okay. Well, that sounds okay. You look amazing.
Thank you. I put in my dentures for
Why
this
don't
moment.
will you do this for me? Can you come up on stage, please? I want everybody to see you. Hold on, don't come yet. Don't come yet. I want to be surprised.
Okay.
Y'all want to see what she looks like? This is
Spicy.
do y'all want to see her? Do you? It didn't sound like it. Wendy, they want to see you. Come up on stage, baby.
I'm a little bashful.
Come on. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
She wore a wedding dress, y'all.
I've searched every Krav Maga class just looking for you.
I cannot believe. Y'all, this is my childhood dream coming true right here.
I crimped my bangs for you.
Is there a priest in the house? Or a pastor, anybody?
Oh
Dearly
my
beloved.
goodness.
Wait.
We are gathered here
Oh God, there's one right here!
under the
Oh
presence
my
of
Oh my
God
God, there's a priest, y'all!
and all of these witnesses here. We are all here together.
Oh yeah, we are.
Your dream has come true.
Yeah, it is.
In the name of
No,
Father.
come on, wait, we gotta hurry this thing up, dude. I can't wait for this. Come on,
Holy
come on,
Spirit.
before she changes her mind.
Oh, I
So
won't.
Marius,
I
hurry.
now pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh my God.
You may now.
Oh my God. I've been waiting for
Kiss
this for 50
the bride.
fucking years. Mike Dannelly, meet Wendy Dannelly. What's wrong, baby? Oh, now you have taste? He learns how to count and he's better than me? Come here, baby. Yeah.
Keep it going. Yeah. Keep it going for Mike Dannelly and Wendy Zucker and also that priest. Heck yeah. We're making dreams come true or making nightmares. I can't really tell after that, right? Oh man. What an interesting reveal. But if they hook up back there, you know, at least there's gonna be some friction between all that facial hair. Jesus Christ, right? That was definitely a lot, but I loved it. All right, guys, we're kicking off this show strong. Y'all having fun so far? Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you again for coming out to Sam's Burger Joint. I also want to give a shout out. We actually have the GM over in the back. Big shout out over there, yeah. That's Jessica Ochoa. She is awesome. Thank you so much. You've been killing it over here at Sam's, running a great place, and we're having a lot of fun here. Now this next guy, I'll tell you what, he's a regular at the Station Comedy Club and has been killing it all over San Antonio for years now. You can catch him at the Woodlawn Comedy Club. You can catch him at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. You can catch him at the Blind Tiger Comedy Club, or hanging out with me at Tank's Pizza on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together for one of my favorite comedians to watch and my good buddy, Mr. Eddie G. Give it up for Eddie. Yep.
Hell yeah, how we doing, Sam's Burger Joint?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's give it up for your host one more time, Ryan Herrera. Hell yeah, he really has an energy, right? Like you feel bad like his boyfriend used to hit him or something, right? You just want to protect them. Nah, I shouldn't make fun of anybody. I know what I look like up here, right, guys? Right? It's not lost upon me. I look like my dad was Imhotep from The Mummy. Right? Right, you guys remember that movie, that gay movie? You guys know who my mom was? Oh shit, it's a funny story. My mom was actually also fucking Imhotep from the fucking Mummy. That's why the fuck I get to look like this every fucking day, Jesus Christ. But hell yeah, give it up for me and my baldness one more time, fucking. My nephews hit me with this one also. They say, hey, uncle, vato. You're like, cut. You look like Creative Player from the video game. Just the original, you're just gonna turn me into anybody. Oh yeah, I got one of the worst ones that's come back. My friend, when we were like in middle school, used to make fun of me, said I looked like Nosferatu, which is wild. It's one of the wild things I ever heard come from a Mexican, because first of all, he was my drug dealer. And we were in ESL the year before, English to Spanish. Like, we haven't been speaking the language for a year. How is it that you already made the jump into Romanian Gothic literature from the 1700s era? Crazy, right? But it didn't matter he made fun of me for that, because nobody else knew what that was, right? Until like now, 20 years later, they remade the fucking movie. I get a call from prison. I get a collect call from prison. It's my bully from middle school. He's like, ha 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 ha, fucking pussy. The joke that keeps on giving. No, but I want to talk about the floods for a little bit we had in the hill country. I cut trees for a living. My company was out there helping clear people's land and stuff, volunteering and shit. But one thing that did bother me about the floods, the day of the floods, when everybody's waking up to the tragedy, I got online and somebody already had, and I mean the most beautiful edit with like before footage of the aftermath and stuff. And I thought to myself, what kind of monster, what kind of heartless monster wakes up day of a tragedy and has the first thought like, what a great time to start my project, right? Like, right? How utterly insane do you have to be while the tragedy is still happening to sit down and choose a song with an appropriate level of sadness for a tragedy that's not even done yet? That's crazy. Right? You think while that person was sitting down, he landed on like Simon and Garfunkel's bridge over troubled water and thought that's a little on the nose, He went with the classic Sarah McLachlan, in the arms. But yeah, fuck that. What kind of person, how could this affect me, who's still alive? I bet he was all dry, drinking coffee and shit while he made that post. Fuck him. Oh shit, I hate people that try to reach a tragedy for fucking clout. It's fucking disgusting. Hell yeah, man. Anybody from San Antonio? Hell yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I've been here for a decade and I gotta say I fucking love it, man. I fucking love this city. I can't do downtown during the daytime anymore. I won't do it. The homeless have become too much of a nuisance, right? The last time I had to be downtown, like on a Wednesday at 3 p.m., this homeless guy had the balls to come and ask me for 4 cigarettes. In this economy, 4 fucking cigarettes, that's insane. Everybody knows, there's rules to cigarettes, there's etiquette rules to if you're homeless to the cigarette game, right? You ask for 1, you give them 1 to be cool, you give them 2 to be a little cooler, you give them 3 during tax season if you're balling or shit. But 4 is out of the question, right? 4 is crazy. That's fucking ludicrous. But I gave this guy the 4 cigarettes because I wanted to see where this would go, right? What kind of man asks a man for 4 cigarettes? That's crazy. I'm like, here you go, homeless guy. Here's your 4 cigarettes. This dude, immediately starts giving me the shittiest tour of San Antonio. Like through the clandestine eyes of a homeless heroin addict. You know what, vato? Before they built this building in the 1990s, we used to sit out here and shut the fuck up. That's what the fuck you used to sit out there and do. Get the fuck out of here. I was so mad. I was like, I'm actually gonna need 2 of those cigarettes back. You know. I was so mad. I gave him a bag of hot Cheetos, but no water to teach him a lesson. I had just broke up with a hot Cheeto bitch. Yeah, you guys, you ever had to break up with a hot Cheeto bitch, or you laughed a little too hard? For those of you in the back who might not know, hot Cheeto bitches are these young, mid's very loose term, mid-sized Latina women that love to ruin your life and credit, you know, at the drop of a hat. But I had to break up with one, and it's like a real daunting task because they never believe you at first, right? They go through the 5 stages of grief, right? I go like, Maria, I'm leaving you. She hit me with the classic hot Cheeto girl. Her tongue was all red, looked like the actual devil from sucking Takis all day. I said, I'm leaving you. She still didn't believe me. She's like, you're not gonna leave. You're not gonna leave. And then the Uber pulls up like, look at you, you're funny. You even packed your bags. You feel bad for the kids though, right? She's got 3. One's white, one's black, one's Asian. She's raising the United Nations in her house is actually what's going on. She's getting political in these times. But you feel bad, they're looking up at you all sad. They're like, but what will become of us, cuz? All silver-toothed and shit. That's a question for Ryan, your next stepdad. He won't hit as hard, his jab's not as refined as mine. He didn't spend as many years in the streets. You'll be safer with him for sure. No, I had an incident at the gas station. These young kids were coming out of football practice and they were just having fun. They were being dickheads, but I was pumping gas. There was like girls there and shit. It was very embarrassing for me. One of them yelled out, like one of them was asking for a ride, like get a ride from that fucking wetback. Right, everybody's laughing, very tense moment. You know, I gotta come back, I'm a comic. So I'm like, yeah, the wetback of my cock. Yeah, you know what I mean? They laughed, it was great. You know, the girls, everybody laughed. I drove off, thank God, because those kids would have whooped my ass, dude. They had just got out of football practice. I'm glad I was able to turn a tensional racial moment into bring levity to it, you know what I mean? But I was scared, bro. I'm glad that I'm looking at myself in the mirror on the drive home. I'm like, who was that back there? Like, that's not you. Guys, I went like this. Above, past the knee, that's not me. That's like past the knee, that's crazy. I'm above the hip, you know what I mean? Don't laugh, I'm like a cowboy, you know, I'm holstered up. Shit, man. I don't know, but thank God I was able to get out of that one. Yeah, they would have whooped my ass for sure. Also, you know, Hollywood Hogan just died. You know, let's give it up for Hulkamania. Or not, you know, he was very... He was, you know, I'm a big fan of wrestling. In honor, I'm gonna get my favorite Hulk Hogan quote tattooed on my arm. Just the N-word, hard R, right here. No, that's good. Rest in peace. Hell yeah. No, another type of people I've been sick of is fucking influencers. You guys know influencers, people taking pictures of their meal everywhere, you know, causing disruptions. There's this one bitch in particular I can't stand. I don't understand her whole thing. She's a blind Latina influencer who travels for money. She makes travel vlogs, but she can't see shit because she's blind. It's the wildest, and she can't even speak Spanish, but she throws it out there, right? I heard that she's the blind Latina influencer, right? You guys don't understand how crazy it is. They'll give her the craziest sponsors, like to go to Greece or something. Like, I'm here in Greece with my sponsor, Warby Parker, you know, the glasses company. You guys don't understand how ridiculous she is as a human being, right? They'll pay this bitch like to go to France and shit, right? And she'll do the stupid TikTok voiceover like an influencer. She'll be like, that's me at the Eiffel Tower. Tower's over here on this side. She can't even fucking see it. This fucking crazy dude. Fuck her. Fuck her. Nah, just fucking... I recently had to deal with my father's porn addiction. It's what happens when you give a Hispanic man, you know, porn who's never seen technology for 20 years. It got so bad I couldn't even delete it by hand. Every time I got home, like, hey, it's right here. I had to manually go in and delete all the porn. it's crazy when you start getting into, he likes the same kind of porn I do. You know, that's what they say. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the bukkake tree. Anyways, thank y'all. That's my time. I've been
Yeah, keep it going for Eddie G. Bring that microphone over here, buddy. We're going to talk to you for a second. Make sure we're not tripping. Go ahead and have a seat. Oh,
Speaking
wait,
of porn,
mind.
they already had a mic. Now they got
I didn't know that. You know what, Eddie? You know what, Eddie?
What kind of show is this? I thought this was a family show.
He did that a little bit too comfortably, right? Like he's made that motion before. Why don't you go ahead and put that one back? I just want to see you take a little bit of the strut.
Which one? All right.
All right. There we go. There we go. Heck yeah. My man Eddie G over here. Heck yeah.
I'm like Nas.
I love
only
it.
needed one mic. I need two. All I need is two mics.
Oh, man. I tell you, man, you can pull off bald better than anyone I know, Eddie, so good for you, buddy.
You ought to see my asshole.
I have. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
That was a crazy Pride Month this year, guys.
Some say crazy, some say traumatizing, but either way. I'm just talking about his butthole, guys. It's okay. It's all right. So, Eddie, how long have you been doing comedy, bud?
3 or 4 years, maybe 4.5 at this point.
3 or 4 years. Nice, nice. Well, I'll tell you, man.
Let's round it up to 5. Fuck it.
Yeah. Now you went from 3 to 5 years.
Half a decade.
Oh, that's great. Well, you know, what I like about your style is that you kind of take a little bit of risks. I've noticed that, you know, maybe like with that flood joke, for example. I mean, looking at the audience, you see we have a, you know, pretty diverse audience and like difference in age range and stuff like that. So whenever you're getting ready for a show and you're kind of thinking about the jokes that you're doing, what sort of things do you think about when it comes to making a risky joke, like something like that, like relevant?
It's not making fun of the flood, it's making fun of the people trying to get clout off the flood. And it's just something I saw when I woke up, and I thought, hey, that's fucked up. And you know, as a comic, you know, immediately my brain goes into joke writing mode. So.
No, I love it because honestly, that's one of the things that the joke works. You know, it landed,
you know,
and it worked. But
the porn joke didn't work at the end. Not big fans of porn here. But I think I can change their mind. If I give you guys a free subscription to my OnlyFans, I think you're gonna change your mind on porn. I think you're gonna give it a thumbs up.
You know, part of this show is to uplift the comedians, Eddie. I'm not trying to focus on your bad jokes. I'm trying to focus on your good ones, all right? I'm just kidding. It's
my penis is my bad joke. You do go on my OnlyFans.
Very nice, very nice. Well, you had mentioned in your set, you were talking about hot Cheeto. I'm going to use the word chicks. You said a different word, but I'm the
I
host.
call them bitches.
Okay, all right.
For biatches for the layman.
I got to put my host hat on, so I'm trying not to use as many curse words. But Eddie, he has free reign. So let me ask you, what are your thoughts on being a stepdad? Are you down?
I mean, I haven't been. You know what I mean?
Are you sure?
I mean, in this city, do you even have a choice? This is stepdad city. Did anybody grow up with their dads here?
You know what?
Like, two people in a room of 20.
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck out of here.
Those are your kids? Holy
and
crap.
their father's nowhere to be found. Whoa.
Nice. He is the stepdad.
Hey, of course, it's San Antonio. That's what I'm saying.
What were the air quotes? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
She did stepdad?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Oh, man. Well, she said earlier she gave the thumbs down to the marriage, but she does want him to pay the bills. So either got to have him around for something. I like it. I like it.
Oh, I bet they call him by his first name. Like, Mom, could Eric play? That's my stepdad, Dave.
Oh, wow. She gave him a kiss on the cheek and everything. That's so cute, buddy. Well, someone's getting laid tonight. Shoot. I like it. I like it. All right, Eddie. So before I get you out of here, I got one more question for you. So what do you have coming up? What's down the pipeline for Mr. Eddie G?
Down the pipeline, I got some stuff coming up. You know what I mean? I got let me think. I got coming up. I got an LOL show thanks to the wonderful Irma Ruiz.
That's right. The LOL is the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. That's gonna be what, Loteria Comedy?
Hell yeah. Ryan and I got a show coming up at Who's Who Cocktail Bar coming at the end of the month with the headlining by Cameron Andercover, our wonderful friend. A bunch
August
of wonderful
31st.
comics.
Come on out. It's free on a
show.
Sunday night.
You guys should fucking come check it out for sure. You know, I got a big hop show coming up. I'm waiting for the date on that one. And just a couple of stuff, man. Check my Instagram, EddieG91. You know, I always post, you know, a couple of weeks before the shows, I post a post on there. So yeah, I got some stuff coming up, so it's gonna be pretty. And Tank's Pizza every fucking Thursday. I'm
come out
there
to Tank's
every
Pizza.
other Thursday.
Heck yeah.
His show's getting better. You bring out 4 people, we will feed your alcoholism, and we will give you a free bottle of champagne and some orange juice.
That's right. So stepdad, y'all got 4 people at the table. Come on out. We'll give you a free bottle of champagne on Thursday nights at Tank's Pizza at 8 p.m. All right? Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, Eddie. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Very proud of you. Proud of the work that you've been doing. You're one of my favorite people to watch, and I'm glad you joined the show. Have a good one, big dog. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign this card for you real quick.
He put his phone number on there. What a slut.
Call me, okay? Call me. Keep it going for Eddie G. You know, guys, I'm glad that y'all came out to this show because I've had a really rough week, man. I had my car stolen for the 3rd time in 10 months. Isn't that crazy? Does anyone here own a Kia? Yeah, if you do, get rid of that thing, all right? Please. For your sake and for mine. It's gonna take years off your life dealing with the stress with that thing getting stolen over and over again. I swear. And you know what's crazy? Is that now I'm currently under investigation by my insurance for having my car stolen too many times. Yeah, so now I'm being victim blamed, I guess. It sucks. Anyways, my point being is that despite all of that, I'm still in a good mood because of you people coming out tonight. So thank you so much for coming out to Sam's Burger Joint tonight. We'll deal with the car situation later. We got some business to attend to tonight. Speaking of business, I'll tell you what, this next performer, she has not been doing comedy that long, but she is making waves here in San Antonio. She has performed at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. She's also a regular at the Blind Tiger Comedy Club, and you can see her frequently performing at Upstage Comedy Lounge. You can also catch her at Tank's Pizza sometimes. She's been on the show like 3 or 4 times. But right now, guys, I need you to get that energy up and get those hands together for the very funny Miss Saint.Becca!
I just wanted to do that thing that Mike Dannelly did without throwing my fucking hip out. You know? How you doing, Foxy? Good. I feel like the less hairy version of you with this haircut. It's nice. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Woo! I want to give a big round of applause to Ryan Herrera for booking this tonight. Give it up for my man. You know, I'll tell you this is one of the nicer places he's booked me at, because usually you can hear like the sweet sounds of a catalytic converter getting stolen in a lot of the places he books me at. So this is like there's a lot of white people here, so I feel like my credit karma's like, ding, you're in good hands. Oh my gosh. How do you guys ever spoil yourself? You ever do anything? Yeah, you like Eugene jacket? You like to spoil yourself? How do you like to spoil yourself, Sheen Queen? You go shopping? Dude, if I had the Fisherman 900s, like if I fucking went shopping. I love that, dude. I would be like a fucking cat burglar in those. Like, I like those a lot. I bet a lot of my cousins in China worked really hard to make those, so good. Make them work, that's what I like. They what? I will. I don't speak Chinese, but that's okay. Yeah. Google Translate? Fuck, I feel like we're having a moment right now. Are you her boyfriend? Fuck you, and it's me and her now, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're like, we've eaten pussy, clap, ah! I know you're her sisters? Scissor sisters or like regular sisters? Well, your mom fucks brown people, what? Hey, that's okay. So when I fell out of my mom's saloon doors, you know, like, my parents didn't give a fuck. It was amazing. So I have 7 older brothers, and we're all different races, you know. My mom's a weird, creepy woman from Russia. My dad's this big, hulking, sweaty Mexican. His back is almost wet as Eddie G's. You know, it's amazing. Hell yeah. But, you know, both my parents didn't have standards. You know, that's how they found each other. You don't have standards? Your mom doesn't have standards? Your mom's here? Oh my God. I wore bangs for the right night. What's up, Mom? Oh my God. Anyways, I need to stop crowd playing with you. You guys are just fun. I'm sorry. It's like a first date, except I'm Polly and I'm on a date with everybody, you know? I'll tell you this, mental health is hard, and I'll say that as someone who comes from a, strong Mexican family. It was really hard for me to accept changes in mental health, mainly because, like, my ex was fucking his therapist. So that was, like, a big reason why I didn't believe in it. But recently, I found out that suicide and stuff like that actually runs in my family. Like, I got this fat cousin, and a couple years ago, she tried to hang herself, but she broke the banister. And I was like, okay, just because your mind's falling apart doesn't mean our fucking foundation has to, That sucks. But, me too, because, like, I've also realized I'm in my Charlie Sheen era, Like, I took 10 pills last month in a row. I didn't feel shit, I was like, I could absolutely kill on Guitar Hero Expert mode, and nothing would fucking come of it. You would not be able to tell the difference between me and Foxy in that moment. It was amazing. But it was embarrassing because my family, they did like a mental health call. The cops came by. And I grew up in a family that was very tough, very harsh Catholic family. Like, I thought we ran things like a tight-lipped, Irish Catholic neighborhood. Turns out we're a loose-lipped, big old fat, wet pussy of a family. I grew up with a family that thought they could knock the autism out of you with a chancla, Like, I remember when I was a kid, I broke my leg, and my family put fucking mud on it, And I was like, I don't know what this apocalypto menudo logic is, but, like, it's not fucking working. My shit, like, CPS is coming. Like, I don't, like, you can only make so many horchatas, and, like, what the fuck, But, it's not all that bad. Like, when I was getting, abducted by the paramedics, they came in and there was it's like the 10 hottest guys I've ever seen. It was like one pill for every hot paramedic that came in. They all came in, and understand, I'm wearing a T-Mobile shirt, one sock, and I have these super old period stained panties. And I have a bush that looks like Howard Stern was getting smuggled in, And I was like, hey, I'm all fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And they took me away. And when I was in the ward, a couple things I didn't like. I hated how popular I was. I hated that shit. I was doodling, and everyone would be fucking, like, wanting to doodle with me and drool. And I was like, fuck this. I need to figure something out. And before this, I used to have really long, beautiful black hair. It was gorgeous. And at one point in the psych ward, whoa, someone goes crazy, and they pulled my hair out. Yeah, and in that moment, I'm getting my hair pulled, and I'm like, oh my God. This is a terrible time to find out that my nipples are hard. And it sucks now because now I can't beat the Dave Navarro, like, allegations. Like, if I take my makeup off, I'm John Wick, bitch. Like, the other day, like, have you guys ever been called ugly in an HEB? Oh, must be nice. Anyway, so the other day, I'm high as shit. I'm looking for mangoes, I'm trying to mind my fucking business. And out of the corner of my eye, there's a child misbehaving. And this kid is fighting with his mom. And he's like, you don't want me. And she's like, you made your dad leave. I don't know what she's telling the kid. They're fighting. And eventually, like, I have a lot of tattoos. I'm wearing a fucking jean shorts. I shave really badly. So, like, I shave like a fucking, like, 13-year-old fucking girl. So it's all hairy here and, like, clean here. Like, I'm ready to go into soccer. And I have, like, a cut-off, like, wolf shirt, Howling to the Moon. And I'm getting my mangoes, and the mom is like, you better fucking behave, or that fucking lady over there is gonna take you. Oh, okay. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. I didn't take enough Prozac for that, all right? I should have boofed the Prozac if that was the fucking case. So, a star always knows when to act, right? So I stare at the kid. I case the kid. And I make direct eye contact. And as soon as I get the kid to stare at me, I just start fucking masturbating in the middle of the fridge. Yeah. Listen to your mom. Right, blonde lady who's been sleeping around a lot? You're in here. Is it you? It can be, It's okay. Who else is here as a parent? I'm not a parent, obviously. If you like scraped, you're a parent? You're really hot. That's cool. Dude, if I fell, scraped my knee, plan B could easily be fucking coming out of that. Like, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Zoe? It's awesome. But, it was tough growing up. But I remember when I was a kid, like, people would come up to me all the time and they'd be like, you should be a lawyer when you grow up, which is like a super cool way of saying you're being a cunt. But, as an adult, I knew I was going to be difficult because I grew up to be like the Brock Lesnar of my friend group. I get it. I'm thick-legged, meaty-calved, everything just thick. Excellent ground and pound technique. Instead of cauliflower ear, it's cauliflower pussy. Anyways, guys, my name is Saint.Becca. Thank you for listening to this.
Yeah, keep it going for Saint.Becca. Awesome, fantastic, Becca. Great job, great job. Happy to have you join the show.
Hello.
Nice. So I know they might have asked you this before, but just for this audience, because this is a new audience, how long have you been doing comedy, Becca?
6 months.
6 months. Isn't that crazy, right? Shoot. I'll tell you what. Man, that's fantastic. That's a great job. So earlier I was mentioning that, you're kind of like our regular and at some of the comedy clubs around San Antonio. What made you take that initial first step to actually say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to just go ahead and try it? And where did you do your first
Oh my
set of
gosh,
comedy?
yeah. Truth be told, I got dumped so bad. Oh my God. Like, I had these clip-on bangs to hide my furrowed brow from how bad I got dumped. And, no, seriously, they're fake. And so, I lie. I can't trust women. No. But I got dumped so fucking bad. And I was so sad. And I was like, look, you work at T-Mobile and you're weird. You gotta do something. And so one of my best friends, Ethan Martinez, he actually bullied me into going to my first mic. I fucking sucked. I did 2 minutes. I got super nervous. I sucked so hard, but I was so excited. And then I got booked 3 times from those 2 minutes, and I've been nonstop ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. So you know what? I think Becca's kind of bringing up a good point. With this comedy stuff, it's interesting because, like as comedians, I think we're our worst critic, our own worst critics. And sometimes, maybe even in that 2 minutes, you thought you were doing terrible. And you know what? Wasn't doing that bad.
I liked me. No, I liked it.
I don't know. Yeah, so, a lot of times it's all just a matter of perspective. You can get in your own head a little bit. And what's crazy is that I wrote down this question before you even talked about the breakup and going through a hard time, but I wrote down, how do you decompress or make yourself feel better? What a crazy transition, right? That's smooth. So let me ask you, how do you make yourself, aside from doing stand-up comedy, how do you make yourself feel better in bad moments, or how do you decompress, kind of get yourself into a good mental space?
I'm honestly just the luckiest girl in the world. I have the best fucking friends, dude. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I've been best friends with these people since I was 10. They've seen me through every phase, every haircut, like everything, and they've stuck by my side. And I just like to cook and listen to Depeche Mode, honestly. Like, I don't know.
There you go. Wow. I cannot put a finger on these tables. Y'all are an awesome crowd, seriously.
She's like, Depeche Mode!
Yeah, and then even during some of the dirtier jokes between you and Eddie G, they're cracking up, and I was like, whew, I like it.
She was like, the brown ones were funny.
Yeah, I love it. What an awesome audience. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Well, you were kind of messing around with the mom here in the audience. Which, by the way, I'm just gonna stop calling you the mom. What's your name, ma'am? Veronica. It's an intimate
That's my
show.
mom's name.
There we go. Oh shoot.
Nicole? She's beautiful.
She didn't say she's cool.
My mom.
She's like super hot, but
my
she
mom
sucks.
is gorgeous. That's true. They're really always hot.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair point.
Every time I go
Keep
on
it going
the
for hot
P Hub,
Veronicas, right? Yeah. So, given that, she's, got a couple of kids, she's in a relationship right here. Let me ask you, when it comes to your relationships, what are some deal breakers, or in terms of your standards?
Oh my gosh.
Or as they call it,
I mean,
what are things that give you the ick?
if I want to be a dick, I mean, like, if you order chicken tenders at a nice restaurant, I hate you. If you wear, fuck you. Anyways, if you wear sandals in public, I also hate you. And also, too, just as a comedian, it's really hard to date. I give it to those who have made it work, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, if it comes between going on a super romantic, beautiful date and then performing at a really shitty shithole open mic where I'm not gonna get paid and it smells like butt, I'm always gonna choose the open mic.
She's always picking butt. Yeah. Nice. That was a great, the fact that you'd rather pick a room that smells like cat pee in front of a bunch of sweaty people instead of some crappy date, I can respect that for
Thank you
sure,
so
for
much,
sure.
Ryan.
All right, Becca, before I let you out of here, let me ask, where are you going to be next?
So again, give it up to the amazing Irma Ruiz. I'm going to be performing with her at Laugh Out Loud at the end of the month.
Yeah.
I am also doing Woodlawn Comedy with Heavy City, aka Javier Bazadua. And then next month, I'm going to be doing Hot Damn with Patrick Christopher.
Nice. You can find her on all social medias, on Instagram at Saint.Becca.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Becca. You have a good one, and here you go. I got your little card right here with some notes. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, y'all having a good time so far? Me too. This is a great show. Thank you again for coming out to the 10th episode. You can catch the first 9 episodes on YouTube. All of the comedians that you've been on here, just look up their name on YouTube. It's gonna pop up. So you can go ahead and check them out, see some of their previous sets and some of their other jokes, and go ahead and give them a follow. Now, this next comedian, I am super excited to bring him up. He is also one of those people that's been doing comedy not that long, maybe a little bit over a year or so. But I mean, instantly, I saw him popping up on shows. We started working together, seeing this dude grind it out, getting better and better each time. I mean, he just opened for Chingo Bling. He performs all around South Texas. And he's also one of the new hottest comedians here in San Antonio. Also, he just changed in his car coming from work, and he still looks fresh as hell. So ladies and gentlemen, keep your hands together for my man, Mr. Angel de los Santos!
How we doing, Sams?
Yeah!
All right, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Like Ryan said, I just got off of work, man. It's been a rough month this month, man. It's been a crazy month. But I'm glad to be here with y'all. Actually, at the beginning of this month, I actually just lost my grandmother. Yeah, man, it was pretty rough, man. I was sitting there at the funeral, and I'm looking at my cousins and my brothers and their kids, and even some of their kids have kids. We're Mexican. So, my grandmother, she had great-grandkids, great-great-grandkids, man. I'm looking at all these people in the room that they wouldn't exist if my grandmother wasn't here, And after the funeral, I'm mentioning this to my mom, and she's telling me the story of how my grandma and grandpa got together. And apparently, there was some beef between my grandfather and my grandma's family because it was a big age difference between them. It was an 8-year age difference. And to me, that's not that big of a deal because I'm 35. I pull 25-year-old women from the bar all the time and take them home. It's not that big a deal to me, Yeah. And so what my grandma and grandpa ended up having to do was they eloped together. They ran away. Unbeknownst to her parents. They had no idea. They just ran away, got married, and never came home. Yeah, they had a bunch of kids. Those kids had kids. They raised a big, beautiful family together, right? And that's a pretty romantic story, if you think about it, Yeah, it's pretty romantic until you find out that my grandma was 13 years old at the time. Yeah, I don't know how good you are at math. But that means he was 21 years old when he kidnapped that little girl, bro. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. That's crazy, right? Yeah, if my grandpa did that nowadays, man, he'd be on a list somewhere right now. My grandpa would have been on the Catcher the Predator. My grandpa would be sharing a cell with R. Kelly and SPM right now. Working on a Fire album, bro. Be killing it. This was a different time, man. This was back in the 1940s, man. So, it was cool, man. All my grandpa had to do was give him a bag of beans and a bar of soap. And they called it cool. Yeah, I also lost my father a while back, man. That was pretty crazy. You know, I love my dad, man. My dad was a super interesting guy, man. You know, we just didn't have a lot in common. Like, my dad is real dark skinned, and he was a musician most of his life. He was very musically inclined, and you know, he also had 5 boys with the same woman, man. My dad was a great man. My dad was a great man. Well, we just didn't have a lot in common. Really, the only thing that we had in common is we both had a love for history. And my dad used to like to tell me stories about, you know, our ancestors, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayans, and stuff like that. And he told me when I was little that, you know, actually, the Aztecs were the first people to breed the Chihuahua. Did y'all know that? Oh. And what they used to do was they would knit these vests with little pockets in them, and they'd put a Chihuahua in each of the pockets so when it got cold, to keep it warm, right? So after this video comes out, and y'all see women switching from having their dogs in purses to little vests, they stole that from me, bro, and I want that money for that. It's cultural appropriation. Oh, man. But also what was crazy about that is whenever they got hungry, they would just take one of the Chihuahuas, dog, and just eat it. Yeah, it was like having a taco in each pocket. It was crazy. It was first to go meal. It was the Chihuahua. My people were eating dogs way before the Chinese, bro. They stole it from us. Oh, man. Another crazy thing about that is that there's a myth in the Aztec culture that when you pass away, your dog is actually the one that leads you through purgatory, leads you to the afterlife. Could you imagine being led through the afterlife by the dog you ate? You're looking at him like, hey, man, where you taking me, bro? Oh, man, this way, don't worry about it. Nah, I want to go over there with all the clouds and the singing and stuff, bro. What's that? No, trust me. I know a shortcut over here through this valley of fire and brimstone. Just follow me real quick. Oh, man, but I come from a pretty interesting family, man. 'Cause we're actually 3 generations deep of musicians, you know. My dad was a musician. My brothers, their kids are all musicians. And, you know, growing up, it was crazy because all 4 of my brothers were mariachis, you know, and they were like kind of a novelty act. They were all little kids playing mariachi music. And I was the 5th born son, man. So we were like the Mexican Jackson 5, you know. And as the 5th born, I was going to be little Michael, bro, you know. I was born for the stage. But the band broke up, man. I didn't get to be that, you know. I didn't get to be that. It was weird, man. It was weird. You know, it's kind of like a pattern with my mom and dad, because like I said earlier, my dad was pretty dark skinned, my mom's light skinned, right? So we came out kind of like a mixed bag. Like my oldest brother's real dark, and then his younger brother is real light skinned. The brother that came before me was real dark, and I came out real light skinned. But then our middle brother, Michael, he was like the Goldilocks baby. Like he came out not too dark, not too light. He was just right, you know? Yeah. But, you know, I kind of have a theory about that because my brother Michael, he was actually a preemie baby. And I kind of believe that he was supposed to be dark like my oldest brother, but he just wasn't done cooking yet, you know? Came out just a little bit early, you know? And when God saw that and he was like, oh, fuck. That one came and he was supposed to be dark, man. God dang, we fucked up. Start him back on black. My next brother came out dark. They started him back over from the beginning. Oh, man, but it's pretty crazy, you know, but it's also a pretty big age difference between me and my brothers. Like, my oldest brother is 15 years older than me, and my youngest brother is 10 years older than me. Yeah, my mom actually had her tubes tied, man. After the 4th boy, she was like, I'm sick of this, man. I'm tired of these kids. Tie me up. So she went and had the surgery, man. She had her tubes tied. And for 10 years straight, my dad was out there just shooting free throws, no defense, bro. Just free shooting, bro. And one crazy night, I don't know what happened. My daddy hit her with that long stroke one time and just popped the seals on that shit, and bam, here I am. A miracle, baby. Oh, man. It's been fun, man. It's been fun up here. I've been doing comedy for a little while now. And man, I can't lie, man. You know, some nights are good, some nights are bad. You know, we try. You know, we try our best up here. Nah, man, I get caught up talking about stuff I see during the day. And earlier today, I saw this website called Imperfect Fruit. Y'all heard about this website? You ain't heard about that website? Imperfect Fruit is a website where you can buy messed up fruits and vegetables on the cheap, right? Like if the tomatoes a funny color or the celery's a little messed up, you can buy it on this website. You get it real cheap. And I think that's a great idea. So I'm gonna start selling sex toys like that. You know? We're gonna have dildos with hooks in them. You know? We're gonna have pocket pussies with big flappy lips on them. I'm even gonna sell dildos with vitiligo. They're gonna be black with white spots. Every Asian American that spends $100 or more gets a free sideways pocket pussy. And I know what you're thinking. Chico, Asian women don't even have sideways pussies. And you're right. You're right, man. They don't. You know, I've been with a Chinese girl before. Been with a Japanese girl before. I even hooked up with a Laotian chick one time. And you're right, they don't have sideways pussy. And really the only difference between an Asian pussy and every other kind is when you eat it, you gotta use chopsticks. Can't use chopsticks? You can learn. It'll be all right. You get splinters? That'd be a tough night. You get a splinter eating pussy in your tongue. That's crazy. Crazy work. Hey, you ever been eating pussy, got a sore throat? Now you're nervous for a week? You thinking it's taking a minute to making it down there? You know? I always get nervous when that happens, man. I always get nervous. And I kind of want to go get tested, but that's $50 I could save if I just be patient, you know? Oh, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, give it up for Angel de los Santos. And put that mic up and come sit your butt over here. Heck yeah. Keep it going for Angel. Very nice, very nice. Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, heck yeah, man. All right, we're gonna come in hot, dude. Have you ever used sex toys?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, and what? Explain a little bit, Angel.
Yeah, man.
I think the people and myself would like to know.
I used to bust out that rose on them girls sometimes. You know, I used to have that rose, man.
What is that?
It's a little vibrator, man. You know.
A rose. Did y'all know what a rose was?
Any of y'all ladies in there ever had one of them roses? One of them little vibrators?
No one wants to admit. Oh, the lady in the back.
We got one. We got one.
That's what's up. That's what's up, dude. All right. Well, I learned something I didn't know. When you called it a little rose, that means you probably use it a lot. You so casually reference it like that. That's crazy, dude. That's awesome, man.
That's how I got that sore throat, man. That was crazy.
Someone buy this guy an STD test, please, right? Y'all look like you have your lives put together. I'm sure some of y'all can spot this dude like $40-50 and get his stuff straightened out. I mean, we need it to stop burning when it pees, for real.
Do jumper cables qualify?
It might, shoot. They might. We could try it at least, right? We could try it. All right, after the show, we're going to be trying the jumper cable thing, all right? So stick around. All right, so Angel, I'm going to get a little bit deeper with you real quick. So where are you from again?
I'm from a little town called Victoria, Texas.
Victoria, Texas. Yeah. All right, shout out. Woo! Yeah. A couple people like Victoria. I like Victoria. It's all right.
You should not go. You should not.
Yeah, don't go there. You know what? Screw Victoria, right? It sucks. I didn't want to say it. You said it, Angel.
Just
all right.
fishing and fighting. That's all that's going on over there in Victoria. Man.
All right, cool. Well, you were talking earlier about eating dogs and the doggy afterlife and stuff like that. Do you believe in an afterlife, Angel?
Yeah, man. I definitely done a lot of psychedelics and I've seen the other side a few times. You know.
That math adds up. All right. Yeah, what an interesting response. Do you believe in an afterlife? Yeah, I've done a lot of drugs.
I've synced it.
Yeah, I've seen God. Yeah. All right, Angel. I like it, man. So, how long have you been doing comedy again, bud?
It's like 1 year and 4 months now.
1 year and 4 months,
Yeah.
and you, dude. What do you think? What's your favorite thing about performing stand-up comedy?
man, you know, just I come up here, man, and you never really know how it's gonna go, man. Like tonight I did a bunch of new stuff, but like I've been in a position where I've told jokes that I know hit, you know, and I'll come into one room and I get 0 laughs, and you're just like, oh my God, bro, what is happening tonight, bro? Is it something on my face? Like, why are they laughing? Or you go into a room and like, you could go into a room and there'd be like 2 people. But those 2 people are so appreciative to have you there, man. You get off stage, and sometimes those shows are better than the packed rooms, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice, dude. So, you know, you come from a musical background, right?
Yeah.
So you, what kind of music did you
do? We did mariachi music, conjunto music, tejano music.
But you don't speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish. I'm telling you, man, the band broke up before I got my chance,
That's
man.
why. No one in the band spoke Spanish, right? They're like, we can't even figure this out.
I had a bunch of rap songs, and then I was a singer. I actually sold a jingle one time. I used to write a lot of music. I sold a jingle for $1,000 one time.
Oh yeah, what was it for?
It's for a VA rating company that my friend owns. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
You want to freestyle with us?
Yeah, I didn't want it to.
I'm down.
Honestly, I was thinking about it, dude. I was saying, hell yeah. I want to hear Angel freestyle a little bit.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm ready. I'm cool.
Heck yeah. All right, well, we got a live band, and these are super talented musicians. So yeah, let's throw them a little bit of beat. Let's see what my man Angel De Los Santos got. Yeah, stand up, dude. Feel it, brother.
I don't get much taller, bro. It's about the same height. Hey. I give a fuck. Might pull your bitch in some chucks. If I pull your bitch, you in luck. Cause I give her back. Then go start over from scratch. Soon as I'm finished with that. Like pushing the pack. Gotta re-up on a bitch. Might just re-up on a bitch. I might make her rich. If the bitch never switch, 2,500 in licks, and that's on a weekday. We may do a little more if we go a little bit harder. Roll to the bank in a tank with a pistol full of blanks. Get shot and then die as a martyr. Next week I'm reading Llama Llama with some buddies, baby mama in the bed that a baby daddy bought her. Haters talk shit, then switch when they see me in person. Swear that nobody go harder, got the game by the collar. Word to my mama, if it talk shit again, then he sure to be a goner. If you see my father, let him know it was an honor. Pound of marijuana while I'm puffing on some combos. Yeah. Hey.
Hell yeah. Good job, big dog. All right, Angel, real quick. Let me go ahead and give you this right here because we're making memories. Oh, or not. You can take off the stage. I'll give it to you later. All right. Keep it going for Angel De Los Santos. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to take a little bit of a change in direction real quick. So before we go on to our last 2 comedians, which, by the way, I know I keep asking, but I keep got to doing a pulse check. How we feeling tonight? Y'all having a good time? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think I just said I gotta keep gotten or something like that. I might have had a stroke right now. That was crazy. That was pretty crazy. But what we're gonna do before we bring up these next 2 comedians is actually a segment called Bad Advice. So the whole point of this segment is that from the audience, I want y'all to either offer up a question, maybe a concern, something that you wanna know, you want a piece of advice about, and we're gonna go ahead as the comedians. We got a couple of comedians in the audience that are gonna give it a little bit of advice on that subject. Sound good? Here, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of an example, right? So like I told y'all before, that I had my car stolen 3 times already, right? So my question to y'all, to the comedians, how do I stop my car from getting stolen? Oh, all right, you're doling out the advice. All right, get a better car. Hey, you know what? I think, oh no, she had the Kia. I was gonna say, I thought one of y'all had a Kia, but it was actually over there. It was over there.
Get a worse car.
Get a worse car, there we go.
Car. Can we use ChatGPT?
There we go, yeah. See, go wash my car. All right, now you're just trying to roast me. What the heck's going on over here, right? This girl's never even seen my car, and she's like, yeah, go wash that piece of crap, all right? She's the one drawing it in the back, wash me. I was like, what the hell? Did you steal my car? All right. So this is Irma Ruiz, everybody.
Hi.
Y'all are going to be seeing her in just a moment, and y'all know my man Eddie G over here. Heck yeah. And before I move on, I just want to give a shout out to my boy Anthony Bain. He was the one that was in the priest outfit earlier. Heck yeah.
In the sexy priest outfit.
Sexy priest, that's right. That's right. So we got a bunch of comedians here in the audience, all a part of the show. We really appreciate our participating. So like I said, if any of y'all have any questions or something, it's up to them. You know, we're going to give some bad advice. We're going to try and think of almost probably the worst thing that we could think of. So if anyone wants to try anything, my man over here,
Hey.
you got a question for us? Maybe a question for the comedians? Maybe
Got a question? You got a
something
question,
going on in your life that you want some advice on?
You got lots of problems, brother.
Yeah, you can
We all know what's going on over here.
Yep. All right, I'll ask the question for you then. How do I become a good stepdad? Anyone got some advice on that? Irma?
Joseph was a stepdad. Remember that. Everybody thinks that stepdads are the worst, but they're the best.
That's
you know?
But also, if you're a stepdad...
Spend money. That's how you become a good stepdad.
If you're a stepdad, your stepson's probably not Jesus Christ, all right? He could be a business owner at best, you know what I mean? Maybe, but he has that kind of potential.
So we're going to go ahead,
And
guys.
he's the GOAT.
As we're doing this segment, we got some goodies that we're going to be handing out to the audience. So you know what? My man over here that's on the way to Stepdad City, let's give him a bag over here.
A bag of what?
Yeah. And how many people we got at that table? We got 4 people at the table. I'm going to give y'all some stickers as well.
Don't let your stepkids eat the stickers. They're not edible.
Let your kids eat the stickers. They're edible.
All righty. Y'all starting to get a little bit of a feel of the segment, all right? All right, does anybody else, when we get a little volunteer, does anyone else have a question, a burning issue, a piece of
We got
advice
one right
that
here,
they need?
Ryan. We got one right here. What's your name?
Yelena? How do you get hot Cheeto bitches?
Bad advice, guys. Remember, bad advice.
You don't.
Sell
They'll
the hot
find
Cheetos. You
They'll-
sell the hot Cheetos, then you'll find a hot
They'll
Cheeto
find
bitch
you. You'll never
immediately.
see it coming. Yeah, just accept it. You won't know. You won't know while you're in it. You know what I mean? It's until afterwards. You're
And
like,
if you
what
wanna-
happened? What
you
was
wanna-
that?
You want a real hot Cheeto bitch, sell the bean dip with it too, the Fritos bean dip.
Oh, that's
what's
next
that,
level.
What's
That's
that
how you
girl's
level
name
up.
from
Yeah.
TikTok? Ashley Trevino.
Buy her-
You want Ashley
Wow.
Trevino?
Buy her a
Make sure there's
Nissan
bean dip.
Altima that she will default the payments on and ruin your credit.
Jalapeno bean dip. Jalapeno bean dip.
Very nice. That's a deep cut right there when you're talking about the bean dip. Very nice. All right, so we got one more little goodie bag right here for the lady.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Thank you for volunteering and thank you for playing along. You see, guys, if you play along, you actually get some free stuff, so that's pretty dope, right? So do we have any other volunteer?
Yes, more questions.
All right, we're going to go ahead and
Back
do
to
one
school
more question
questions.
before we move on to the next comedian. We got any other burning questions? No, but over here in the back.
We got one right here, Ryan.
All
We got one right
we got
here.
right
We got
here on
one.
the left. Yeah.
I got one. All right. What's your name, young lady?
I'm Danny.
Danny, sorry.
Danny.
What up, Danny?
All right, so back to school questions.
Okay.
Because we are the older generation, we lived through this.
Okay.
How do you
I'm
get
25.
a message?
What's that? Yeah. What was the question?
How do you get a message to your kid if they don't have their phone?
Remember bad advice, guys.
Write it down on his vape. Leave sticky notes on his vape. He'll never not read it.
That was
You put it
That was
over the
good.
top where he sucks on it.
So the question was, if your kid doesn't have their phone, how do you get a message to them?
Yeah.
Well, how old are they?
Relay it through his drug dealer.
That's
I'm
what
sure
I
he'll
was
get
gonna
it to
say,
him.
or like, because you know you got his
use
best
the people
friend's
in
phone
his
number.
life.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for playing along. Let's give her a little bit of goodie bag. All right, guys, give it up for Irma and Eddie G. All right, we're moving this show along, guys. We are down to our last couple of comics. Thank you again for coming out to the show. I see we had some other people trickle in. In case you don't know, you're at a free comedy show. This is Hey Bolstad. All righty, now this next comedian, you just saw her here on stage. But she's now gonna do a little bit of her magic and what she does. I got some stuff I wanna announce real quick. So this next comedian, she is a comedian, producer, podcaster, and one of the staples of San Antonio comedy. She produces and performs on sold-out shows all across the country, and she is the founder and CEO of Mind Twist Comedy Festival. You can also catch her on Loteria Comedy at the end of the month, or you can catch her at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club in Las Vegas next week. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get those hands together for the OG Conjona, Chingona, Miss Irma Ruiz.
Hey guys, stop looking at my boobs. My name is Irma Ruiz, and I am a dog owner, finally. Do we have any dog owners in the house? Oh my gosh, I can't believe after 15 years I've been trying to convince my husband to get a dog. We finally got a dog. We have this beautiful German short-haired pointer, beautiful dog. He's German, but he only understands Spanish, which is weird because I only speak English, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Kind of reminds me of my kids. We have any parents in the house tonight? And I am so embarrassed to say that my kids are, what do you call it? El Sabo kids? No Sabo kids. They don't, it's so embarrassing. My Spanish is pretty bad, but at least I talk like a chola, you know what I mean? People can't really tell, and I even do that and all that, you know, so people don't really know. You know, but my kids, taco truck Spanish all the way, you know. And my kids are the kind of kids that they think that they speak like perfect English as well, but they think that some of the Spanish words that they say are actually English. Like colcha, chanclas, you know. They thought, for a while, my kids thought those were English words. We were living in California for a while. And my stepdaughter, she was probably like in second grade, and they had like a splash, you know, summer day at school or whatever, you know, with the pools and all that, and she lost her sandals. And so the nanny goes to pick her up. Yeah, I have a nanny. And so the nanny went to go pick her up, right? And she's like, I lost my chancla. And the nanny, she was white, right? And she was like, what's a chancla? And my stepdaughter looks at her and says, oh my God, don't you speak English? You don't know what a chancla is? Well, I thought that was kind of funny. I like being a mom, I do, you know. But my kids are older now, you know. My daughter, when she was 16 years old, she asked me, Mom, how did you lose your V card? So I proceed to tell her how I lost my virginity, okay? And this is a story that I tell her, okay? It was in 1986. It was in the girls' gym, okay, in 6th grade. Hold on, let me explain. So I don't know if y'all remember, we had to do these exercises where we had to open our legs and touch the floor 3 times. Remember, 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. What were those called? Cherry pickers. Yes, cherry pickers. And try to tell me that they were not trying to train little Mexican kids to be working in the fields. That's fucking bullshit. That's what they were trying to do. So anyways, I'm doing my cherry picking, right? And there comes Angela Garcia right behind me, and boom, she kicks me right in my toonie. My legs were wide open. Okay? And that is the day that I know that I lost my virginity, because I could feel the tip of her 1986 Keds break through my hymen and tickle my ovaries. So I remember I actually fell down. I don't know what it feels like to be a guy and get kicked in the balls, but maybe I know what it feels like to be a girl and get kicked in the freaking ovaries, because it hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt a lot. So anyways, when my daughter asked me, Mom, how did you lose your V card? That's a story that I tell her, okay? She doesn't need to know anything about the guys at the lake or nothing. I zip it, you know? So she's 16 years old, you know? At that time, I had been homeschooling her. It was right after the pandemic. And she's like, Mom, I want to go to a party, to a homeschool party. I'm like, really, mamitas? There are going to be a whole bunch of nerds there. And she's like, no, I really want to go. I'm like, fine, okay, you can go. So I told her just be home by 2. I get home by 2:30 because I'm not a fucking nerd, right? So she's sitting on the couch and she's crying. I'm like, what happened? And she said, Mom, it happened. What? She told me she lost her V card. And I'm just like, fuck. Oh my God, please tell me it was a rich kid. Please, oh my God, please tell me it was a rich kid. But no, she didn't even know his name. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know his name? What, you don't know, like, you don't know who it was? Like, was anybody there? Did anybody see? She said, Mom, everybody saw. And I was like, oh, sounds like my kind of party. No, just kidding. No, not for my baby girl. I know she's 16 years old. It's a year after her quinceañera, but not my baby girl, okay? So I told my husband, go get the gun, not the bullets, just the gun. We're gonna go to this kid's house and we're gonna find out who took your V card. Who took your V card? Right after the pandemic. Who took your V card? And she's crying. She's like, no, Mom, please don't embarrass me. I'm like, we're gonna go and we're gonna figure this out. And she's like, well, Mom, maybe I can just get another one. I'm like, are you stupid or something? I don't know what these boys have been telling you, but once you lose your V card, it's gone. And she looks up at me and she's like, Mom, you're telling me that I can't get another vaccination card? I'm telling you, these kids, the way that they talk nowadays is so different from the way that we used to speak, okay? How many of y'all are 90s kids, 80s, 90s kids? I'm telling you, remember back then when somebody used to call somebody a bitch? Those were fighting words. Now the word bitch is a term of endearment. What's up, bitch? Yeah, my bitch. The party sucked without you, bitch. I just don't understand if the word bitch is so endearing, why does my ex-husband's wife get so upset when I call her a bitch, you know? Say it with love, you know? It's so crazy because she's actually gone to a few of my shows and she tells me, Irma, I don't like it when you say that joke about me. Can you stop saying that joke? No. Bitch. But what I will do is I'll stop saying your name, so I don't say her name anymore, you know, but her initials are Jessica Sanchez! Fuck that bitch. Why not? Everybody else has. I'm just kidding. Let's keep talking about the 90s, man. You know what? The other day, I went to go buy my cigarettes, and you know what happened? They carded me. 50 years old, and they freaking carded me. I couldn't freaking believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it. I remember when I was a little kid, I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old. I couldn't read, I couldn't write. And my grandmother used to write a little note for me to take to the store to buy her cigarettes. Did they card me? No. You know, and then I go to California, I realize they don't sell menthol cigarettes in California. Did y'all know that? They don't sell menthol cigarettes. So I had to go to a legal weed shop into a little back room to buy my illegal menthol cigarettes. Yeah, try explaining that to 1990 Irma. Blows my freaking mind. Blows my mind, man. But I don't know. I liked the 90s, man. Yeah. I liked being an 80s kid. Such a great time. I miss it, man. I really miss the movies, you know. It's so weird now. Do y'all notice like all these movies nowadays that there always has to be an explanation as to why you couldn't use your cell phone? There's always that one scene, like it falls in the toilet or, you know, gets run over by a tractor trailer or something. Can you imagine some of these movies if they had cell phones? Anybody remember Cujo? What if she had had a cell phone? Would have been so easy. Babe, my phone's not working. Can you send me some Uber Eats real quick until this guy gets here? And this dog, I don't know what he's taking. It must be meth or something because he looks just like your uncle. He's like drooling. He's got all the shit all over his mouth. Can you just send it to me, please? Send it to me, you know. Okay, well, guys, I do have to say that I am so glad that you guys are here today, you know, because thank y'all so much. You know, it's a Tuesday, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to be here, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna come, you know? But then I rubbed it a little harder, so. I did a dirty joke, guys. Thank you guys so much. My name is Irma Ruiz.
Yeah, keep it going for Irma. Put that mic away and come have a seat, Miss Irma. Coming up here and killing it. Great job, great job. No, you did great. You did perfect timing. I really appreciate you.
Hey, guys.
So in case y'all don't know, like I briefly mentioned in the introduction, so Irma, not only does she do comedy here in San Antonio, but she's traveling like at this point, like every single week around the United States. I mean, performing and putting on shows at the best comedy clubs in the country. So keep it going for Irma, right? And that definitely showed tonight. You had a great set, great job.
Thank you.
Great job. So she runs, it's called Mind Twist Comedy. So it's just mindtwistcomedy.com, and you can catch all the things that she's doing some pretty fantastic work. And I gotta say, on a personal note, Irma has been an important part of my comedy career because she's given me some opportunities, like these other comedians, that are like big first-time moments for me. Like she actually took me to Vegas. I won the Mind Twist Comedy Festival in 2023. We went to Vegas together, right?
That was awesome.
Yeah. And she also gave me my very first show on the main stage at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. So that was fantastic. So I just gotta say, Irma, we really appreciate all the things that you do for the comedy community, because I know you're focused on your own career and your own opportunities as well, but the fact that you take some time to help out other comedians and look for people that you like and that you think are funny and putting them on shows, and we really appreciate that.
Because I'm hoping one of y'all will become famous and bring me up with y'all.
All right, now that I'm done with all the sentimental stuff, let's get into the nitty gritty, all right?
All right, let's do this.
All right. So, did you give your kids the sex talk?
You know what? Maybe when I was drunk. I don't remember doing it when I was sober, but
that's the best way to give a sex talk.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what I mean, huh?
You're like, you just get it and then you suck it, and then you
make sure it has a condom.
And you find a hole, put it in the hole. I don't know.
Saran wrap doesn't work. Okay? That's how you became. Saran wrap doesn't work.
You only put it in your butt on birthdays.
No, that's so gross. That's so weird how. Okay, yeah, go.
I don't know. I thought we were riffing, Irma. I don't know. Was that not a riff?
It's just, I know they're recording, so I'm just like, I don't know, this new generation with like butt sex, and they're just like so open about it. They're like, oh yeah, like caca on my tongue.
They're so
sorry,
open.
I'm totally 80s and 90s, and I'm just like regular, you know.
Wow, how did we get into that? I should not have asked the sex talk question.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you. So you've got what, like 16 kids in the audience? So no, I'm just kidding. 20.
My whole
no,
class.
you got a few kids in the audience. Did you give your kids?
Wait, what do you mean we have a few kids in the audience?
No, not kids, but her children.
Okay.
By kids, I mean children, and by children, I mean someone that came out of her body.
Okay, like the audience members are parents.
Naturally. We got to know that. All natural. All right. You did give them a sex talk? Nice. How?
Every dirty thing I knew.
Oh my God, every dirty thing you knew or every dirty thing you did? Hopefully the former, right? Oh no, the daughter, she raised her hand. She's like, the second one. No, that's right. No way. She gave y'all condoms? All right. There's a difference between telling them not to be stupid and encouraging behavior.
Condiment.
All right?
Like packets of ketchup and mustard, that's a condiment.
Oh, that's better. At least you're like, if you don't use it, give it back to me. All right. Oh, man. My man over here. Dude, this guy gets it, dude. I love it. Freaking. We're going to make you into a stepdad by the end of the show. I know she said no to the marriage thing, brother, but we're just going to keep pushing the issue, and we're going to put a ring on it, all right? Heck yeah, she's rubbing your shoulder even more, and now we're just waiting for a kid. Oh, I can feel the romance in the air. This is great. I'm getting horny, guys.
Can you feel the love?
Can you feel the love? All right, we're going to make a little transition. That's sex stuff. All right. So let me ask you, how long ago did you start comedy? Because it's been over a decade now?
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years, right? All right, 10 years of doing comedy.
I started at 40, started a little late.
Heck yeah. And how your daughter just had a birthday. How old did she turn?
She just turned 22.
Just 22. So that means you started when she was 12 years old. How did you balance comedy and raising a 12-year-old? And also, you got other kids as well. So
I balanced it by marrying a guy who makes money.
Oh, shoot. Talk about good stepdad advice, right?
Exactly. So that's why I can do it, because there is no money in comedy, guys. You need to marry somebody who makes money to continue it. But now he's kind of cutting me off. So he's like,
no. But it's okay, because you're taking off, so you know what? You don't need that money, all right? You're going to be making money for yourself.
Yes, I do.
Just don't get it twisted. I still need the money. Well, very cool, very cool. Did you ever have your kids like because my dad, so in case y'all don't know, my dad actually does comedy. His name's Roman Garcia. He's part of the Tres Leches here in San Antonio. But, you know, did you ever complain, or did your kids ever like complain or say anything bad about you being gone or doing comedy and not being around or anything like that?
No.
No?
Because I'm
supportive?
a bitch.
Oh,
I'm a bitch.
They're too afraid of her.
Yeah. I really, and that's kind of sad, but it's true, you know? And like all my kids are over the age of 20 right now, so sometimes my daughter will message me, she'll be like, Mom, when are you coming home? I'm like, get a fucking life! Dude, if I was living in my parents' house and they weren't there, like, cause sometimes I'll leave, I'll be on the road, and then my husband also, he has a job where he's always on the road, and so the kids are at home by themselves. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? I would have had a freaking blast, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
When are you coming home? For what?
For what?
Just kidding. I love you, mamas.
There's food in the fridge. There's food in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, maybe she wants to know when I'm coming home so that they clean up by the time I get there.
Dang.
Oh, I hope so, because oh my God, they're just too innocent.
Wow,
my kids,
she just
they don't
pulled
drink,
the curtain
they don't
on that.
nothing.
This whole time, Irma thought she raised little angels. It turns out they were just smart children.
I'm like, you're 22 already. You should already have like 4 kids. Like, what the fuck?
They're like, do you want to text Mom this time or me? Oh, that's great. Well, let me ask you before I get you out of here, Irma, what's your favorite part of doing stand-up comedy? You've been doing it 10 years.
My favorite part of doing stand-up comedy is, I'm gonna be all, just making people laugh. Because really, there's nothing else that I know how. Well, I mean, I give good blowjobs, right? But I'm married, so I can't make money off of that. So no, so it's just I make people laugh, and that's the best thing. I'm visually impaired. That's why I quit teaching. You know what I mean? And so I can barely do anything else. My husband actually hired a maid because I can't even clean the house very well. So ladies, if you're not blind, fake it. Okay, it's awesome. Your husband will hire you a maid. You get drivers. It's great.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to let Irma get out of here. Thank you so much. Follow her on Instagram at Irma Ruiz _ Mind Twist Comedy. And keep it going for the ultrasound. All righty, everybody. We are down to our last comic. Are y'all having a good time tonight?
Ryan, I'm a little preoccupied, man.
Why?
That exercise that took her virginity was called cherry pickers.
I know, right?
And it just went right over everybody's head.
I know, honestly, I thought that was, yeah, exactly, the cherry picker.
Stuck on that.
All right, so like I said, before I bring him up, guys, this is a comedy show that we do here at Sam's Burger Joint. Our next one is gonna be a paid show. It's gonna be in 2 weeks. That one, it's got a small cover, but we got some really funny comics on that. And then we have the next free show, I believe, on September 9th, that Tuesday coming up next month. So you gotta keep checking us out. Go to YouTube and just type in Hey Bolstad. We got 9 full episodes, a bunch of clips of all these comics doing their thing, putting it down. And if you just go to heybolstad.com, it's got the central hub for everything. So you want to keep supporting the show. And if y'all had a good time, we ask that you share this with your friends, guys. And we're going to go ahead and keep this going. I'm excited for this next comedian because we are closing the show strong. Now, this next gentleman, he just won the Newcomer of the Year Award for the annual Upstage Comedy Lounge Honors that is going to be held on October 19th over at Upstage Comedy Lounge. Also, I will be there. Just won the Most Improved Comedian of 2025. So we got me and your next comedian over there on October 19th. If you're not doing anything, it's free. Come on out and come to the award ceremony. You can also catch him performing all around San Antonio every single week. He just made a Kill Tony debut on episode 7 to 29 and is going viral right now. And he's also one of the fastest rising comedians in San Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep that energy up for the very funny, my man, Mr. Bill Williams. Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Are the seats comfortable? No? Robert, can we get this guy one of the good chairs? There's no Robert. These are the good chairs. So I know what I look like up here. Jesus. Ugly John Wick. Pretty Machete. Jesus. Dave, is it Dave Navarro? No, people say Dave Grohl. Anyways. Chi Chong. Steve Aoki. I'm none of them. I'm Bill Williams. Hey. So, I have a daughter who looks a lot like me. So whenever she comes over with a boyfriend, I put my face next to hers and I look at him, shaking my head. Like, this is what you like? I guess he does. She's pregnant. Speaking of pregnant, I found out recently that the Dollar Tree sells pregnancy tests. I think that's crazy. Because if you think you might be pregnant and you're trusting your health care to the Dollar Tree, that's a bad situation. Like, what even is the Dollar Tree pregnancy test? I feel like you open it and you ask, am I pregnant? Then you shake it, and it says, outlook not so good. Because you're broke. And you're about to have a baby. Parenting's hard though, man. I keep seeing these signs everywhere asking me to adopt a highway. Like every time I'm driving, it's like, adopt a highway, adopt a highway. Why are so many highways up for adoption? I feel if the city can't afford to take care of them, they should stop having them. It's not my responsibility. My mom likes to give me advice still. I'm all old and shit. But she's like, tells me to get a real job. And so she'll send me stuff that I should apply to or whatever, but she sends me the most outlandish job openings though. She's like, look, mijo, they're hiring for astronaut. Like, I'm not an astronaut. You have to apply. You never know. I can't be an astronaut, right? I'm not Katy Perry. I'm Bill Williams. What else happened to me? I got a DWI last year. Never mind. Be Katy Perry. Yeah, I got a DWI, but they put this device in my car, and I got to blow and hum into it every day. And I think it's bullshit, right? Like, it's the only crime where afterwards you have to prove every day that you're not doing it. That'd be like if I was a pedophile, and 3 times a day I had to take a selfie with a kid who's just my friend. Like, look how chill he is. He got all his clothes on. But now they put that device in my car for a year, and they just took it out like 5 days ago. Thank you. See, that should be my attitude. I should be excited. That should be my attitude. But I miss it. I miss it because whenever I would do it wrong, when I would blow it wrong, it would send me these cute little messages. It would say, blow harder. Hum louder. No teeth. What does that mean? Another part of my probation is I got to take a pee test 3 times a week. I was in there one time doing my pee test, and I got to thinking, I hope the guy that watches me pee, I hope he makes a lot of money. Because if not, then he's just doing what he loves. I think it's weird that if you go to Walmart, they don't sell walls. If you go to Home Depot, there's no homes. But if you go to Cracker Barrel, they're everywhere. I used to be married, and when I first got divorced, I got real sad and I got real depressed. And it was the only time I seriously contemplated suicide. I thought, God, I hope she kills herself. But she didn't. And I know I shouldn't talk that way, but I was devastated. I felt like my sorrow and my pain was the worst sorrow and the worst pain anyone could possibly be feeling at that time. But then I watched this documentary about people living with HIV, and it gave me perspective. And I thought, no, I was wrong. I hope she gets AIDS. Thank you, I'm Bill Williams.
Yeah! Keep it going for Bill Williams. Have a seat, big dog. What's up? You made it to the show and came and ended strong. Put it down. Wasn't that hilarious? Hell, huh? Might be hiding right up your, I'm not gonna finish it. There we go, there we go. Don't smell that mic, all right? Don't smell it.
Don't smell it.
Nice, nice. All right, my man, Bill. So you've been celebrated not too long ago. Your, was it what, 1 year anniversary of doing comedy?
Yes.
Heck yeah, 1 year, right? Insane, insane. Dude, you've been killing it, buddy. If you had to ballpark, how many times do you think that, between maybe like open mics and actual shows, how many times do you think that you've been on stage in that 1 year? If you had to ballpark.
I mean, I don't know, it's probably close to 400, but...
Close to 400 times in 1 year. Isn't that nuts? I mean, in the work shows,
maybe
buddy.
350.
What's that?
I have a calendar and I put circles every time I go on a mic.
Nice, nice.
I know exactly how many.
And how many mics was it?
I mean, it was 305 in the first year.
305 in the first year, and then now he's probably added a bunch since then. So putting in that work, guys. I mean, seriously, you got to work at this stuff. I mean, you got to get on stage a lot to get good. So great job, buddy. Well, so how many kids do you have again?
5 kids.
5 kids. When the hell are you a dad? I'm sorry.
Yes. People ask me, how do you balance parenthood and comedy? Like, I neglect them. It's simple.
There is no balance, right? There is no balance.
But my youngest is 17. He'll be 18 at the end of the year, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You've only been doing it a year, so at least they were kind of a little bit more of a mature age towards.
They're big.
Yeah, they're big enough.
Yeah.
They're big enough, exactly. You're not leaving little 12-year-old kids at home like Irma was, so.
No.
Oh, I think she's outside. She didn't get that one. That's fine. That's fine. So, dude, I've known you for a while now, and I gotta say, your hair has looked the exact same the entire time that I've known you. It has not grown. It has not gotten shorter. Does your hair move in any direction?
No, it moves. I've trimmed it probably.
Oh, you trimmed it? Okay, all right. All right. Well, if you have any extra hair, you can go ahead and toss some on my head. All right, buddy? I could use some of that.
I have just enough.
Just enough. Nice. Very nice, Bill. All right, man. So, what's aside from performing in San Antonio, what are some of the, like, your favorite? Have you done any some out of town shows, right?
Not a lot. I went to Corpus one time. I did Austin a couple times. I went to Lake Jackson last week.
Okay, nice. And what do you notice as like a difference, if there is any difference, between all of the, I mean, at this point, hundreds of shows or times you've been on stage in San Antonio compared to the times that you performed out of town? Have you noticed any Differences, positive, negative, takeaways?
Not a lot. I mean, it's all the same. Everybody's just trying to go up there and be funny. Maybe certain rooms are a little more PC than it would be here. But, I mean, that could be just the room, not the city.
But you're not also a very controversial comic, so,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you do talk about AIDS, but, But you know what? AIDS is real, so we can talk about it, guys.
Yeah,
It's a
man,
real
but that's
thing.
so like 1980s and 90s.
Yeah. And nobody got AIDS. Who got AIDS? Nobody did.
I don't know if I should laugh at that. This is recorded. Oh, crap. I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at it. I'm not laughing at it.
Besides Magic Johnson.
Nice. Besides Magic Johnson. Very cool. So what, I mean, obviously you're just continuing to move forward, move the needle and stuff like that. What are some more immediate comedy goals that you have, let's say within the next year? What's something that you'd like to achieve?
In comedy in the next year, I'd like to, I guess, get out of the state a little bit.
Get out of the
Try
state?
to go perform places.
That's very possible.
That'd be fun.
Well, that's definitely very possible.
Yeah.
Very possible. If you could live anywhere else other than San Antonio, where would you live?
Doing comedy, like.
And whatever.
Just whatever.
We're getting to know a little bit about Bill right here.
I don't know. I like Colorado. That was fun.
Freaking potheads, dude. I swear. Every time it's Colorado or California. Maybe some of them are like, maybe Oregon, but either way.
It's the shrooms, man.
It's the
Colorado's
shrooms.
got shrooms, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Armin. All right. I see you, dog.
Somebody told me that.
Yeah. Chico did earlier when he saw God, right? That's called a callback, guys. That was way early in the show. Some of y'all missed that, and it's fine. All right. All right, Billy Bill. So before I get out of here, buddy, what shows you got coming up next?
I don't even know. I'm at the Artisan on Saturday.
Oh, yeah? Who you open up for, or who's at the Artisan?
See, question.
Oh, shit, you know what? I'm not going to grill him like that. So in case y'all don't know, the Artisan Craft Bar is here in downtown San Antonio. It's actually not far from this venue. Super cool spot. So if you aren't doing anything on Saturday, y'all can go ahead and check out Mr. Bill Bill. He's hilarious. He's going to be doing a longer set, but super funny guy. And also you can catch him on Instagram at Bill Williams Comedy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. And also, if you got Facebook, looks like we got a couple Facebook people in the crowd. I don't mean to judge a book by its cover, but I'm going to assume that some of y'all use Facebook. He's actually Bill Bill on Facebook, all right? Because if you didn't notice, his last name's Williams, which William is short, or Bill is short for William, Bill Bill. Anyway, we're not going to explain that. All right, guys. So go catch him at Artisan this Saturday. Go follow him on Instagram. Catch him on Facebook. Give it up for my man, Mr. Bill Williams. All right, everybody, so we have reached the end of our comedy show. I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate y'all coming out and spending the entire evening with us. So give it up for yourselves for coming out tonight. Heck yeah. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here real quick. All right. So one more thing before I get out of here, guys. I know it's just a few of us, but we're trying to blow up the show. We're trying to promote a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little video here. And whenever I ask y'all if y'all had a good time tonight, I just need y'all to go crazy, all right? Make a little bit of noise. We've been a fun audience, and we've been getting to know each other, and I appreciate our coming out. So let me ask y'all, guys. We just did the 10th episode for Hey Bolstad over here at Sam's Burger Joint. And let me ask y'all, did y'all have a good time tonight? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, baby. Doing it big here. We got the ultrasounds in the back, putting it down. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. Follow us on YouTube, Hey Bolstad. Go to heybolstad.com. Find us on all social medias. Tell your friends. We'll be out here in 2 weeks. I'll see y'all later.
That's Ryan Herrera, your
Oh, yeah.
guest host. Give him a big hand.
If you aren't doing anything this Thursday, I host that free comedy show at Tank's Pizza. It's at 8 p.m. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook at Rye Guy Comic. I'll hook you up with a free bottle of champagne. 8 o'clock, Tank's Pizza, every single Thursday, free show. I'll see y'all later. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Sams. Thank you, Jessica. Great job to the comedians. Thank you, Anthony Bain, for being such a hot priest. Thank you, Mike Dannelly, for helping put all this together. Great job. I'll see y'all later.